serious? This is the big celebration for our 50th episode of More Than the Score. You know what kind of work we put into this? Look at this! There's nobody here! We got water from a tap. Look at this! We got half a pan of rock hard brownies. Look at this sign! This is nothing! Look how hard we've worked! This is the big celebration? I don't even know these people!
We're just here for the free brownies.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry. I'm just, you know, we work so hard, you know. I don't get emotional about it, but you know, we work so hard for this. We put out the best features on all the kids in the tri-states. God, you know, we put in all these extra hours to make this a great show, and look at this! God, you know, we put everything we've had into this, and we work so hard, and just, you know, we deliver these great pieces, and we feature all the great talent. I mean, the great kids of the tri-states, and, you know, just 50 episodes, that's a big deal. That's a big deal, you know. But, you know, I just think if we work a little harder, and you know, maybe if I can change, you know, maybe Tim, you can change, we can change, we can put out the best sports show in the tri-state area. Tim, I think we can do it. And I think if we do that and we reach 100 episodes, then, maybe then, Tim, we will get the celebration we deserve. We are on the road to 100. I'm sorry, I got a little out of control there. We're on the road to 100. What do you say, Tim? Are you with me? We can do it together. What do you say?
Do I have a choice?
No, not really.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. You ready? I'm ready. Let's do it, buddy.
Are there any more brownies?
I ate it.
Hello everyone, welcome to this week's very special 50th episode of More Than the Score. Thank you everyone. The show of course is presented by Dubuque Bank and Trust and Dubuque Auto Plaza. I am your host Steve Ortman, alongside once again Tim O'Neill. Tim, is it an honor and a privilege to be here once again for the 50th episode of More Than the Score?
Yes. Yes.
Well, it's an honor and a privilege for me as well. Can't believe it. The big 5-0 for More Than the Score, 50 episodes. Before you know it, we're going to be at 100. But for right now, to do something special for our 50th episode, I had all these great plans in effect. They're ready to go. There's going to be a great celebration. But the fact is, since we lost our old executive producer, Luke, we just haven't had the funds to be able to do that. But luckily, a backup plan fell right into my lap. We've gotten calls, faxes, emails here, text messages, letters in the mail. It's been crazy. Really crazy here at TH Tower, demanding another wrestling episode. Because believe it or not, last week's wrestling episode was one of our most popular by far. People love their wrestling. So, on our 50th celebration of More Than the Score, we present to you the wrestling episode, Part 2.
Reversal of Fortune.
Yeah, that's nice production right there. So let's talk more wrestling. It's what the people want. And when you're talking wrestling in the tri-state area, the Dubuque Invitational took place this past weekend, and Western Dubuque found their way back to the top of the standings.
Yeah, it was a 2-year absence. Dubuque Hempstead won it the last 2 years, but Western Dubuque back on top. They had won 7 straight prior to that, and they really did it in dominant fashion. They had 6 champions. They won 6 of the 14 weights. And, you know, a couple of guys, 4 or 5 guys pinned their way through the tournament. Another Braden Burt had technical falls all the way through the tournament. So pretty solid effort for the Bobcats to win that one. And we caught up with a couple of them. the number 1 ranked wrestlers, Max Lyon and Aaron Costello, and this is what they had to say after the Dubuque Invitational.
Coming in with a lot more shape. I wrestled all summer long, even a couple matches this fall. I just feel like I'm ready to go. I'm chomping at the bit to get these good matches in still throughout the season, and just want to take care of business again.
It seems like you've done so early this year, pinned your way through the field today, I believe. Just what kind of goals have you set for yourself this season?
That's the goal. I want to make it so I'm scoring bonus points every match. That's really the main goal. There's a couple last year that I didn't, and I wish I had. You know, as quick as possible on and off the mat. That's my goal.
You start the year number 1 this year. You're number 1 last year. Do you feel like you have a target on your back? Do you feel like you're the hunted?
No, not really. I'm gonna go out there and do my thing. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right. The Dubuque Invitational has been, for almost the past decade, Western Dubuque's tournament. Hempstead got it last year. How nice is it for the Bobcats to recapture that team title this year?
Very nice. I mean, I want to get another string going, but it's a lot tougher than it used to be, that's for sure. And it's good to have it back with us, Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about today. How did it go for you and for the team?
It went really good for me individually, and then we looked really tough as a team, I think.
What kind of pressure do you feel as number 1, the state runner-up last year? I know a lot of eyes are on you, high expectations. Do you feel any pressure?
Not really. Just every match is a separate match, and it's not really, I don't look at rankings really, and it doesn't really matter to me.
What kind of goals have you set for yourself this year?
I want to be an undefeated state champ.
What's it going to take for you to get there?
Just continuing to work every day and just get better at the stuff I do.
All right, last year, Hempstead was able to interrupt your guys' run of titles here at the Dubuque Invitational. What does it mean to you guys to get back on top here?
It feels awesome. It's been one of our team goals for a while. Last year our goal was to keep the streak, and it got broke, but that just motivated us, so we're really looking forward to the duel against them.
All right, how good can this team be?
We can be really good. We got individuals at 14 weights, and we have kids that are behind them that really want to work every day to get better.
All right, well, that was Max Lyon and Aaron Costello after a successful run at the Dubuque Invitational. But the Bobcats were not the only program to have some success there. Tell us a little bit about that, Tim.
Yeah, Nathan Feldman for Dubuque Hempstead, 138-pounder, won his 100th career match on Saturday. His first match, he ended the day with 104 victories. That puts him 10th on the Hempstead program list. He was the 24th wrestler to reach 100 wins in the city, so a milestone there, and he's got a chance to move up into the top 10, maybe the top 5, definitely the top 5 of the program. He only needs 17 wins for the city top 10 and 21 for the program top 5, so that's within reach. And so, if he just keeps doing what he's doing, he's shown a lot of improvement this year over last year. He's a 2-time state qualifier, trying to make it 3, and he told me that the goal is a state championship this year. That 100 wins is, sure, it's a nice milestone, but it's the win at the end of the season that really means the most, and that's the one that he's after. So a nice day for him, nice day for the Mustangs too. They crowned 5 champions. Feldman was one of them, and the Mustangs showing a lot of progress this year, and maybe looking at getting back to the state duels tournament. They looked really tough on Saturday. So Dubuque Invitational is always a tough tournament. Especially the way it is now, where it's a round-robin tournament. So a nice start to the season. Senior had a nice day there. So did Iowa Grant Highland from Wisconsin and Lancaster too. So nice first week for the wrestling season.
Sure, and lastly, Tim, it's just been the first week, but right out of the gates, is it safe to say you can tell this is going to kind of be another special season for area wrestlers?
I think so. It definitely feels that way. You know me, I love wrestling season, and
you do.
So it definitely feels special every year. But as I've mentioned on our live streams, and I believe on here before, the wrestling in the area just continues to keep getting better. It's much better now than it was when I first took over the beat back in 2009, 2010. So as it keeps getting better and better, that special feeling is just going to keep getting more and more special.
Yep, and great start to the wrestling season so far. Boys and girls basketball also underway. We got a great doubleheader for you coming up on our live stream at the TelegraphHerald.com website. This Friday night, doubleheader, Dubuque Waller at Dubuque Senior over at Nora Gym. The girls play at 6 o'clock. Boys follow at 7:30. We'll have both games for you on our live stream. And where can you find our archives, Tim? It's got everything.
TelegraphHerald.com/live. right here.
All the previous archives of our live streams. You want to relive all the great moments from Tri-State Area Sports, just hop on that bad boy and check them out. They're always available. I think that's a good way to wrap up this episode.
I think you're right.
The Big 5-0. That's going to do it for this week's 50th episode of More Than the Score, presented by Dubuque Bank and Trust and Dubuque Auto Plaza. I am your host, Steve Ortman. He's Tim O'Neill. We'll see ya at 51.